Something is shifting. Someone who walked out of your life. Someone who left you standing in the quiet they created is turning around. But there's something you need to know before they arrive. Something that changes everything about how you've been interpreting their silence. Take a breath before you keep reading. This was meant to find you today. There is a person who has been thinking about you. Not in the casual way people think about someone they once knew. In the way you think about something that felt too real to let go of completely. They remember the way you hold space for things that most people rush past. The way you sit with discomfort instead of filling it with noise. They remember your honesty, not the loud kind, not the performed kind, but the quiet, steady kind that made them feel seen in ways they weren't ready for. You are not the easiest person to forget, not because of anything you did wrong, but because of how rare you are, how real you are, how certain you are about who you are even when the world asks you to be less. You don't love loudly, you love deeply. You don't chase what hasn't chosen you back. You wait, and you hold your own, and you trust that what's real will find its way home. You don't perform your feelings for an audience. You carry them with a kind of grace that most people have never even witnessed in themselves. The disappointments, the scars, the pauses, they didn't make you hard. They made you careful. And that carefulness, that depth, that willingness to still believe in something genuine after everything you felt that is not weakness, that is the rarest kind of soul. You have been hurt, and you stayed soft. You have been left, and you stayed open. Do you understand how few people can say that? You are not someone who is easy to move on from. You are someone who stays. Now here is where the story changes. Here is the part that no one told you. Their distance was never about doubt in you. Read that again, slowly. They are not unsure about you. They are unsure about what loving you actually deserves. They left, or they pulled back, or they went quiet not because you were too much, but because somewhere inside them, they knew they weren't ready to meet you at the level you live at. They have been asking themselves questions they don't have answers to yet. What if I fall too deep and I can't find my way back? What if I finally let someone in and I do it wrong? What if I love this person the way they deserve and I'm still not enough? That is not someone who stopped caring. That is someone who cares so much it frightened them into stillness. They move carefully because you are not someone to be careless with. They pause because they have been imagining quietly, privately, in the early hours when everything feels honest, what a life beside you might actually look like. They picture the small moments, the slowness of a Sunday morning, what it would mean to be truly known by someone who sees clearly and loves anyway. And that vision is not a light thing. It carries weight. Because you are not someone who inspires half measures. You are someone who makes love feel serious. Not heavy serious. The way something feels when it's finally arriving after a long wait. They sense that choosing you means choosing fully. And so they have been standing at the edge of that decision, gathering something. Not courage exactly, certainty. They are waiting to feel certain. And the arriving of that certainty, it is closer than you know. So do not shrink yourself in the waiting. Do not make yourself smaller so they find it easier to return. Do not rehearse a softer version of who you are to ease their arrival. This love, the love that is moving back toward you right now, it is not fragile. It was never fragile. Fragile love rushes in without thinking and disappears when things get real. What is coming toward you is something more considered than that. Rushed love burns bright and leaves ash. Careful love builds slowly and stays warm. What is moving in your direction chose to move carefully because you are worth the care. You are worth the thought. You are worth someone taking the time to arrive as their whole self rather than just a fraction of what they could be. Someone who left you is about to come back. And they are nervous, genuinely, quietly nervous, because they know what they almost let go of. They know what your presence means. They know that walking back toward you is not a small thing. It is an admission. It is a choosing. And when they arrive, you will feel it before they say a word. You will feel the difference between someone returning out of convenience and someone returning out of certainty. This is the second kind. You are worthy of the careful return. You are worthy of the love that took its time to get it right. If something in these words felt like it was meant for you, it was. Subscribe, and let this channel be the place where your soul finds what it's been searching for. New messages arrive every week.